your life in peace, or you will rest in peace. From north, south, west, and east, human will promote peace. Live your life in war, and you will die in war. The battles and the scar, we see their plan from far. More peace, you run harder. Human have across them border. We don't know what the leaders brother. What I see is total disaster. More peace, see that's crazy. Them not care about the newborn baby. I know if not about now maybe. Watch this. I feel your pain, you hear my cry. People are live and people are die. Legalize cannabis, crime to high. Human give praises to the most high. Now miss the water till the well run dry. System of against Rastafari. Tell you the truth, we know that bonify. I man now come tell no lie. Some are informer, some of them are spy. Ask them how, when, where and why. Who is to blame when the innocent die? When another mother start moan and cry. System designed to go kill I and I. System designed to go kill I and I. Human motion. Hey, watch this. More peace. You run harder. Human have across them border. We don't know what the leaders brother. What I see is total disaster. More peace. See that's crazy. Them not care about the newborn baby. I know if not about now maybe. Watch this. Let's want more peace. That you want to see. Human promote it instantly. All the money make him a the boss MC. Stand up and down, it come from where. We are talking about the history and we are talking about with philosophy and we are talking about with artillery, lyrical artillery. Live your life in peace, or you will rest in peace. From north, south, west, and east, human will promote peace. Live your life in war, and you will die in war. The battles and the scar, we see their plan from far. More peace, you run harder. Human have across them border. We don't know what the leaders brother. What I see is total disaster. More peace, see that's crazy. Them not care about the newborn baby. I know if not about now maybe. Watch this. I feel your pain, you hear my cry. People are live and people are die. Legalize cannabis, crime to high. Human give praises to the most high. Now miss the water till the well run dry. System of against Rastafari. Tell you the truth, we know that bonify. I man now come tell no lie. Some are informer, some of them are spy. Ask them how, when, where and why. Who is to blame when the innocent die? When another mother start moan and cry. System designed to go kill I and I. System designed to go kill I and I. Human don't shine. Hey, watch this. More peace. You run harder. Human have across the border. We don't know what the leaders brother. What I see is total disaster. More peace. See that's crazy. Them not care about the newborn baby. I know if not about now maybe. Watch this. Let's want more peace. That you want to see. Human promote it instantly. All the money make him a the boss MC. Style up and down, it have come from where. We are talking about the history and we are talking about with philosophy and we are talking about with artillery, lyrical artillery.
Positive vibration, rocking the nation. True man. Whoa now, whoa. Wicked got to go. Wicked man got to go. We need them no more. That's why we gonna burn down Babylon flag. Wickedness never keep up and we want it to stop. Yes, we gonna burn down Babylon flag. Burn them from two straight up to eight top. Because they don't deserve to be on this earth. Because they did not put righteousness first. And from the wicked ways they just won't divert. And to their wicked ways I man not convert. Oh no. Wicked men, change your wicked ways. And if you don't do that, then Jah is surely gonna shorten your days. You always like to take, but you never like to give. And all the works that you do on earth is so god of negative. For all the evil that you done, your days are gonna come. So I want you just to be prepared to face your fire burn. You're not gonna get away. That's what the Holy Bible You're not gonna get away. So be prepared for your judgment day. That's why I'm gonna burn down Babylon flat. Wickedness never keep up and we want it to stop. Yes, we gonna burn down Babylon flat. Burn them from coast straight up to head top. Because they don't deserve to be on this earth. Because they did not put righteousness first. And from their wicked ways they just won't divert. And to their wicked ways Rasta now convert. I said I fire. It a go burn fire. And they go turn it up hotter. And we go put on the pressure. You cannot get away. No, you can't get away. You can never get away. No way. You go around the earth and you rob and you rape and kill. And that's the reason why we think you are mentally ill. You do not like to share the earth with each and every one. You put up your fence and a talk about say you own up Jaja land. You better change right now, or your judgment is there. Or you will prepare to face it fair and square. You're not gonna get away. For your evil work you must pay. You're not gonna get away. Be prepared for your judgment day. We're gonna burn down Babylon flood. Wickedness them keep up and we want it to stop. Yo, we're gonna burn down Babylon flood. Burn them from coast straight up to head top. Because you don't deserve to be a judge of earth. Because you do not put righteousness first. From your wicked ways you refuse to divert. And to your wicked ways Rasta now convert. No. Wicked man, face your judgment day. Judgment gonna come on you. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? True man, tell them positive vibration, high limitation. Yeah.
Boom! Live and direct. Hold on, I'm not done. Not done.
Yes, this is Teacher they represent for the RiseNShine sessions, you know. I'm here to say, Johnny, big up yourself, you know. I just saw the thing said, kick it down. Yes, sir. You know that this is Teacher D. Yeah. Motivational Academy. Yes, so we are going to tell them, yo, get your message and learn. Babylon get further, get your message and learn. Babylon get further, no, not them Gaia, them little liar, can never stop the fire. Yannick, you not retire. True man show I go higher. Get to listen and learn. Babylon get firm. Get to listen and learn. Babylon get firm. The true man show and no soft sting. And no comedy central for your laugh and sing. Babylon, if you try go round it, you get push out for the plank where the shark them a swim. Babylon, you know fi come out because we full of down plate can. Turn out and we load up a style can. Turn out and we beat you from night till the sun out. Now they can beat like a Valhalla. Now Shambhala, they tell you about that one man. In a Canada, in is another dandada. In get a double plate of free now $1. Already select where you stop the rhythm from and we get mad like John Herbert Dillinger. Get the chrome and go with the cylinder. But you no listen to teacher, get your message and learn. Babylon get burn. Get your lessons and learn. the Truman Show, Babylon can't push it around. Yo, Motivation Academy, you know, so you is a hit bound. Yeah, see, none of them Gaia, yes, them little liar, can never stop your fire. Yeah, 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 Nick, you not retire. No, no, Truman Show, I go higher. Say, get your lessons and learn, learn, and learn. Babylon, I get burned, burn, get burned, yeah. Get your lessons and learn, learn, and learn, yeah. Babylon, I get burned, burn, get burned, yeah, yeah. Teacher D represent, yeah. Yeah, Nick, you don't know it, Truman Show, yeah. Get your lessons and learn, learn, and learn. Babylon, I get burned, burn, get burned, yeah. Get your lessons and learn, learn, and learn. Babylon, I get burned, burn, get burned.
Now hear this. Now this a blackout J.A. Watch this. Now be respect. Truman Show. But them know say, oh, we talk the truth and we don't care what Babylon a push by way. Because, oh, burn the system left, right, and center. Because the story and the truth must be told. Big respect to the man called Janik. But them know say we don't panic a blackout J.A. this. Rhythm track. Hear this. Hear the freedom sound. Truman Show start racism is not around. Blackout J.A. Watch this. Inform, educate, uplift, and teach. Watch this. Truman Show, you are born Babylon. Early instruction. Electronic, you know the evil has done. Early instruction. Motivation Academy never run. Well, instruction. Truman Show is a part of the plan. Well, instruction. Johnny come on it in the rain or snow. You want to hear the truth to tell the Truman Show. Police brutality will tell them how. Whenever you say jump, put a slow down so low. The Truman Show educate and warn. It's just like a sound system in the land. The people them to cool and calm. The Truman Show what till the evil say one. Hey, Truman Show you are born Babylon. Well destruction. Hey, Johnny, you know the evil has done. Well destruction. Motivation Academy never run. Well destruction. Truman Show you are part of the plan. Well destruction. So you want the truth, you want to check Truman. Easy now, Johnny, cause you are part of the plan. And all the on the rhythm, now the microphone stand. And when you come and answer the revolution, hey, Truman, in my opinion, hey, you can't the shout, stand firm and strong. Now this one in your stand is like a magic one. Easy now, Johnny, because you know you stand strong. When we come and dance, dance all of the rain. So then you stand and they don't touch our weapon. Hold up on the rhythm, on the microphone stand. Hey, Truman, hey, Truman Show you are born Babylon. Girl destruction. Hey, Johnny, you know the evil has done. Girl destruction. Motivation Academy never run. Girl destruction. Truman Show is a part of the plan. Well, destruction. Johnny, come on it. To tell the Truman Show. Police brutality will tell them how. Whenever no such jump, put a slow down so low. The Truman Show educate and warn. It sounds like a sound system in the land. Johnny can tell the people them to cool and calm. The Truman to want to check you, man. Easy now, Johnny, cause you are part of the plan. I know the band, the rhythm, know the microphone stand. And when we come out, hands up the revolution. Hey, Joman, in my opinion, hey, you can't the shout, stand firm and strong. Now the sound of your call is like a magic wand. Easy now, Johnny, because you know you stand strong. When me come out, and stains all of the rain. Listen to you catch up with my name.
The microphone stand. Hey, true man. Hey. Burn Babylon. World destruction. Hey, Janik, you know them evil us plan. World destruction. Boom. Alive and direct. He is back. In the tube once again. Tubing again. On this beautiful, lovely day. Lovely winter day. Yeah, it's kind of cold outside again. Still cold, but we keep our heart warm with good vibes, great vibe, and we stay uplifted, we stay motivated for life, so the weather shouldn't affect us too much. You know, the weather can affect the people in so many ways, I find. You know, they get depressed because of the weather. Like, why does the weather make you depressed? Like, anyway, so nonsense. I give thanks for another day, for sure. That's why I'm here. Boom! Live and direct. Janik, your host. Motivation Academy. That's my chilling spot. Yeah. Big up, Fanny. Salut, Mario. I'm starting to have my voice back, and my nose is fine. I'm getting better. Went through a little cold a few days, but it's getting better. Was up early today. Today I was up at like 4 o'clock, I think. Yeah. Couldn't sleep. I was thinking of all kinds of stuff. The progress. Yeah. Started a 2-month backup channel too. I'm going to upload more stuff on there. Thinking of all kinds of stuff. Not stuff that takes me out, but stuff that keeps me up and in with life. You know, that's what I find is we're just so distracted and focusing on dumb shit. We focus on dumb shit in our life instead of focusing on actualizing ourselves, working on something that has meaning for our life, you know, for your life, for my life, for being uplifted for life, being motivated for life. It's very important to have something, to have goals in life. Like if you wake up in the morning, you have no goals, you better go back to bed. Like, that's what I think. If you wake up and you have no goals, and you don't start setting goals and having stuff to look forward to during the day, you might as well stay in the bed. Like, seriously. I think it's just, dark all the time, man. Not very much light. Like living in the dark ages. If I was in Spain, I would be much happier. I am. But I don't think it's so much the place. I was only talking about this earlier. Yeah, I'm staying focused on the big show. Yeah, the big show, the big picture. I think that's where we should leave our focus on. That's very good, Red. I love that. You know, keep your eyes on the prize. Keep your eyes on the prize, because there's so much stuff in this world to distract us from the big picture. From the big picture, first of all, for not seeing that big picture. Not only the big picture about the world, but the big picture about you. The biggest conspiracy is against you. Wake up. It's against you. It's against me. It's against all of us. You know, the biggest lie, we live it. We live it. We buy into it. You know, the lie is for sale, but you don't have to buy into it. You can create your own agenda, your own everything. You can claim your life. For sure, it's your life. That's probably the only thing you can claim is your life. But we let go of that. We let go of everything, just because probably it's too much work, and we have become very, very lazy. Very lazy. That's what I find. It's a generation that's very lazy, because we have so much easy stuff at like everything is made to ease our ways, and we become very lazy. And then when it comes time to work on ourselves, or actualizing ourselves, or working on our dream, having goals, It's like you gotta condition yourself for that, because you've been conditioned to stay on low vibration and not to not to vibrate too much. So the best way to get that divine vibe that is accessible there, that help you carry your stuff, carry on to your purpose and stuff, is to wake up. It's to raise your own vibration. That's what it is to wake up. It's raising your vibration to a level where you break free from that fucking self-obsession and ego bullshit that we're all so programmed with, and you start connecting, shining, and connect. You start to shine and connect. You know, that's one of the order of the day: shine and connect. But we have a duty to shine. It's also a duty, but there's so much stuff that we have just forgot for. I think we forget very, very easily, and sometimes it's also by voluntary, amnesiac voluntary, like we walk pretending, because no one can say they're not there. No one can say that they don't see the trouble in this world. They're not there here just like me. It's just because you walk pretending. You shut your eyes and you don't want to face reality. That's all it is. It's just we're become very lazy with our minds, our body and stuff, and we're like unable to face reality. That's what it is. How are we gonna ever make a change if we can't face reality? And reality is facing you. It's like Mario said in a comment yesterday, the only person I have to compete is myself. I'm not here to compete with anyone. Thanks, Mario, for your comments. I saw it. I forgot to reply to it, but when I go back, I do all at the same time. And that's it. The only person you should really focus to compete is you, because you are your own worst enemy. You will stop yourself from taking it's so clear to me that my dream is my dream. What I want to put in motion is the stuff but a dream is a dream, a goal is a goal. No matter what your goals are, we can all relate to what has to be done. We have to work. We have to work to make it happen, for sure. But sometimes, it's the conditioning of being lazy, of staying on pause and just defaulting to distraction to I don't know, to cover that misalignment, or so crazy. This world is caught up in distraction. That's what is the worst thing happening to humanity, is the distraction. Because take out all the distraction we have around us, it would be very easy for people to start being back in focus and stuff. Like all the stuff that is there to control us, all the lies that were told just to control us and shit. Like people would go back into alignment, I think not too long after that, but it's been like that for thousands and thousands of years. Humanity always been control. Humanity always been under some kind of control. And I was reflecting on that yesterday, and honestly, I kind of overstand why. Because we're very freaking lazy. If I'm in shit and I need help, I'm calling my neighbor. He's not gonna do anything. He's too fucking lazy. And he won't help. So I have to call the police. I have to call the firemen. I have to call people around, that stuff that we have put in place to help us. Because, imagine if there would be no police, no firemen, no ambulance around. Who would you call? You're in shit. It's all good to talk, to trash the shit stem and this and that. But we don't even talk in between each other. Hello? So what? We would come and rescue each other, and it's normal that at one point someone takes control, because no one does. We don't even take control of our lives. We let go of everything that is to. So at one point someone is stepping up their game, and that's what happened. We're easily controlled because it's been like that for thousands of years. It's just, I think, getting worse because they're creating a lot of terror. A lot of terror is going on. The legal terrorists, the government, the people behind their palace, causing all the terror, the nonsense, the false flag, and all that shit, just to keep people in terror. But that's the world we live in. That's the world we live in. Yeah. Our mind doesn't want us to succeed for sure, no. So we have to work on being better every day and stay motivated. Love your chilling spot videos. Thank you, Mario. I'll have more soon. I have like still 9 pages of video to post. Maybe I'll get on this today. Post a full page, like 30 of them. But that's what it is, you know. It's just hold on, I gotta take care of my nose. I'll spare you the the noise of the nose. Hold on. How did Martin called it the chainsaw without motor or something? Chainsaw qui a de la misère à partir. OK, I'm back. Ah, ça va parler mieux un peu. Quand t'as le nez bouché, puis ça va mal parler un peu, là. On parle du nez un peu. Hein? Ah, là, c'est mieux. Ben oui. Non, fait que c'est ça, tu sais, c'est de prendre responsabilité à un moment donné. C'est juste ça, là. Tu sais, je parle pas de grand-chose aujourd'hui, comme à tous les jours. C'est juste de prendre responsabilité pour notre vie. Take responsibility for our lives. That's what we need to do. And stop defaulting and stop letting our minds blown up by distraction and nonsense. And but it's a will, and you know you have to want it. You have to want it, and you can tell anything to people if they're addicted to it. You know, we're very, very much addicted to that distraction, that TV, especially the TV. It's what look in here in Quebec, you go in every household, there's like 5 TVs sometimes. There's sometimes huge mega TVs, like it's crazy. I'm like, wow. That's what people do. They sit in front of boxes like that. That's how the world has become now. You know, our world has become so unconscious that people get up in the morning and probably all they do is either open their tablet or their TVs or their stuff. And as soon as they're up, they default to the screen. You know, they default to the screen. And whether it's the TV or any other screen device that keep you in place hypnotized, because it's an hypnotizing device. We agree on this. Many of us get hypnotized by those devices, and we're not even conscious. And all the time, you know how much time you can spend watching TV that you can do. You can take that time and do something else with it. It's crazy, man. People, how much humanity is wasting their time. Mankind is wasting time. Wasting time, big time. It's and that's one of the worst. Do you think for sure there's alien living among us. Hey, you are the aliens. We are the aliens because we're all alienated from who we are. For sure there's aliens. Don't look in outer space. That's what they want you to do. Look outside. No, the aliens are here. The alien invasion is happening now. It's always been happening. It's us, the aliens. We're alienated from who we are. That's what they keep telling you. We don't remember who we are. We're alienated. So the aliens are here for sure. I don't need a bonfire. I just need to look at my brothers and sisters, and I see aliens all over the freaking place. Zombies, aliens, or call them whatever you want. I didn't save you that one. Sorry. Yeah, next time I'll save it to you. The aliens are here. Like people seems to want to look for stuff, to seek for stuff, to when everything is here and now. You talk about aliens, yeah, for sure. I don't disagree with that. I see them, and I even see them. You know, it's not because I never had an alien experience. I've seen them in flesh. I can testify of that. I've seen them in flesh. People alienated from who they are. They are aliens to me. So. And they're among us. Though I say they're among us. Oh, you mean the real aliens? I don't. I think it's just us. I don't. In my mind, what I think. But that's just my opinion. Again, I don't think there's anybody else but us here, human. Okay, we're all freaking human. There's no, I don't buy that shit of lizard and all that shape shifting and all that fucking nonsense. There's only humans here. There's only the earth and human, very, very confused, and they are being abused because they are confused. You know, why do we spread so much confusion? So we're being abused. We can abuse each other, and we're caught up into this. So to me, I never ever seen anybody than human. I never had an experience with an alien, and I would have, come on, I have mere 44 years. I think I would have seen something by now. I would have some kind of, but I've seen it. Like I said, I see it every day. I see it every day. I don't need to look for it. I see it. It's all over the place. All kinds of aliens. And some are very, very alienated from who they are, and they cause lots of evil shit. But that's the aliens also. You said they're among us. But the ones that are very, very wicked, you know, the very wicked, evil people, they're big-time aliens. That's all. That's how I see it, but I don't think there's a... Yeah. I don't think there's anything else but us here, but very, very confused and very alienated from who we are, and we have lost memory. We keep forgetting, and we default. We don't remember who we are. So then the day that we're gonna remember who we are, it's game over. It's game over. But when will be that day? You know, it's getting worse. I think it's getting worse. I think more and more control, more and more nonsense, more and more false flag and terror. And look what they did a few years ago, putting those 2 towers down just to create terror. That's all it is. Then, and people think that there's been plane hitting the building. Like, hello, there's never even a fucking plane hit that thing. Like, people are so confused that even I don't believe there's ever been a freaking plane in the sky. You know, that's how far it goes. But through that TV box, you can make them believe anything you want. You can stage anything you want. Make any CGI you want, any movie you want. They make movies of plane hitting buildings. What, do you think they can do it on the news? The news are fake. So for sure, they're going to fake all kinds of shit. And we're there very passive, sitting down and watching the show. It's like, hello, it's a freak show. It's a freak show for freak people. That's what I think. People that have the psychopaths, they're very, very evil. And if we don't see what they're doing, they're going to capture our souls. That's the goal. The goal of all this, why they create terror and shit like that all over this plane, it's because they want to capture the maximum soul possible. Because once you become a free thinker and you see through their bullshit, once you are aware and see through their bullshit or have an idea of what's going on, I might not see the whole thing, but at least I'm capable to question. Today, I'm capable of saying to myself, oh, maybe I should question this or that, or not buying into this, or, you know, there's lies and propaganda and fucking nonsense all over this freaking plane. Not only on the plane, all over the internet. You know, it's full of propaganda and make-believe stuff, and like, you know, unplug a bit and work on yourself. Unplug and work on yourself on creating a better you, you know, so you can impact other people around you, maybe in one lifetime here that you're going to pass here. Maybe you can have some kind of impact on others, you know, to help them. And why don't you focus on helping people? You know, why don't I create everything that I create, it's towards helping people. I want to help. I'm crying to help. I don't want freaking help. I'm crying to help. You know, that's what I'm here for. And I have a lot to give. I have lots of love and lots of... my ego is very, very thin. So I'm connecting with anybody. Like, as long as your art is pure and true, we're going to connect. If your vibes are off, it's going to be hard to connect. If your vibes are off... I'm going to sense it and I'm going to move out fast. But if your vibes are pure and true, some of you here, I feel you from miles around, miles away from here, because your vibe is pure and true. It's very, very simple. And I feel the vibe when it's off. I feel it too. And I kind of detach myself from that nonsense because it's, it's fake. So... Alice Bailey, Lucifer Trust founder, now Lucifer Trust New Ager channel. Yeah, I know they're even praying Lucifer now in the Vatican. I saw that. I'm like, fuck, they're so fucking wicked. And people don't see it. They don't see the deception. It's because they have inverted everything, and they don't. The people that are in the religion don't see the deception in there because everything is inverted, and there's like an illusion in front of them. So I've never seen like, and it would be so easy to see like, but you see how much asleep we are. How much asleep we are. We go to churches and we see that guy on the cross, supposedly Jesus or something, nailed to a cross, bleeding, and they're drinking his blood and eating his flesh. And we're sitting there. Like, I've done this. Today I look at it, I'm like, you're not fucking, come on, I was doing this. Like, you have to be totally unconscious. I'm sorry for people that go to churches and stuff like that. Maybe it's time to wake up and see things for what they are, but we don't see things for what they are. So we go to churches and all the other temples and stuff, and we become prey. We pray and we become prey. Our soul is captured, and sometimes on a very deep level, and when you're unable to see things like that, it's because it's very deep. And if you're preaching it on top of that, oof, I don't know what happened to you, but yeah. But okay, it's clearing. I'm getting better. Yeah. When we need help, it never seems to come true. That's life. C'est qu'est-ce que ma mère m'a tout le temps dit. My mother always told me, help yourself and the sky will help you. Aide-toi puis le ciel t'aidera. OK? Aide-toi. Help yourself, that means you bring your freaking ass into action. That's what it means. You bring your freaking ass into action. And also, what's going to happen is other people will come and help you. Once you take action, and sky is us. The sky, it's us helping each other. This is we need each other for survival anyway. So once you come to that realization that it's about giving, it's not about receiving in life. You have received, you are alive. You're here in flesh. You have the greatest gift that you can imagine. You're alive. That's a freaking divine experience. Each and every second of this is a freaking divine experience that I don't want to miss. Now I'm gonna make the rest of my life the best of my life, since I have a greater vision of myself too. Is having a greater vision of yourself, not seeing yourself like a grain of fucking sand on the seashore. We're more than that, but no, the conspiracy, that's what it is, to make us feel small and insignificant, and then we don't see through the bullshit, and where our soul get captured, and the whole thing is yeah, it's nothing but a tool. There's so many tools to control us. There's so many tools around just to control us. What if everything you've been told was a lie just to control us? That's what I say often. You make me think of my juice now. You say Buckley's, Jelly Buckley. But I don't take this stuff, syrup and stuff, unless I'm very, very... but even that, very sick, I'll go with the ginger and the apple juice and the stuff, natural stuff. I don't like really stuff from the pharmacy. I think there's everything in nature to cure us. That's what I think. Believe or whatever. That's what I think. And Buckley's, I don't think it grows in a tree. That's all I'm thinking. I like stuff, when it comes from a plant, I like to eat it, but when it's made in a plant, I kind of set back a bit, let go. Don't go into this too much. No, I prefer stuff natural, like I make myself a lot of ginger stuff, and yeah. Follow my heart. I follow my heart, especially when it comes to remedy and stuff like that. I think it's very important you follow your heart. do what's you think is right, not the harmacy. Yeah. Yeah, it's from plants. Yeah, Buckley's, it's from plants? Oh, maybe. Maybe, but what I mean is it's been transformed in a factory and all that. I mean, I don't think it grows on the tree. So I prefer apple, ginger, and then juice that or do something heated. Or I went very, very heavy for 3 days. Lots of vitamin and good minerals and greens and stuff, and just to re-energize my system. And then I'm back to life 2-3 days after my cold. Today it's much better. I don't have that leaking nose, that sneezing anymore. It's just yeah. We try our best daily. That's all we can do. Exactly. The best you can do. That's very good. The Masonry, Scientology, Mormonism, Christianity. Oh, there's so many. I wanted to find the original religion. Whoever has written and rewritten his story has given me reason to doubt God would understand. But yeah, for sure. You know, what is happening to us, to many of us that are waking up and not buying the lie anymore, because that's what's happening. We're just not buying their fucking lies anymore, especially the one about us. Look, I've been told something, but everything I've been told was a freaking lies and filled with lies and deception. So then I looked at myself and I'm like, whoa, there's got to be a reason why we are being told so many lies, and it's to control us and to keep us away from who we are. Because if we start expressing, if we stop shrinking, I'm just talking about stopping the shrinkage. Stop the shrinking process, because that's what's happening with humanity. We're shrinking into nothing. That's what's happening when we are everything. We are so much more than what we've been told, first of all. And together, we have to find all this. Like here, I can do a million talks, a million reflections. But if we don't all come to the realization that we've been lied to and that we are living a lie, nothing's going to ever change. I mean, one man is not an island. No man is an island, and I can do whatever whatever truth is, but whatever truth I have here. But it's up to us to really wake up and start attaching our vibration to that stuff. But we're so hooked on, we're plugged to Babylon. It's like we have a plug into Babylon. The TV, the TV is the most. The TV today in our day and age is the worst, probably the worst tool. That's the tool they use to create reality. That's how they create their fake reality. Most of this is through the TV. Because once you unplug from that madness, you stop watching the news and all their fucking nonsense lies. The news are fake from A to Z. It's just to program your mind into negativity, into the thinking that this stuff is real, what's happening in the world. But it's all to control us, to keep us in fear. So we unplug altogether from that TV. We stop. If we stop watching TV also, if we stop watching TV, the rating, the people watching it will go down. And then the companies that wants to put advertisement will be like, okay, there's nobody watching your TV. So why am I paying for? So, this is how we're going to work together to dissolve it. Is you have to unplug. I unplugged. I even unplugged the cable from the company. Everything. There's no TV working here. Because this is pure madness. It's pure madness in action. But people don't see it, because the fantasy, it's very important to keep ourselves addicted to the fantasy and not let go. Because, maybe we'll miss something. Our bodies are the best computer and it fixes itself with positive thoughts. Exactly. 33rd degree. Mason, Sir Francis Bacon edited the Bible for 2 weeks. The King James Version. Yeah, bacon. That's probably why we have bacon in supermarkets too. I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, why do they call that bacon when it's pork? It's like, why do they call? Probably because of Francis Bacon, the guy that's, they say it's Shakespeare, I think, that started English or something like that, but it's more Francis Bacon that was behind it, apparently. But even that can be a lie. I wasn't there. So the whole world is a big fantasy, you know, but my motto is unplug and wise up. Exactly. Unplug and wise up. Unplug and wise up. Very, very good. I love that. Unplug and wise up. But it's, I know it's hard. It's not easy. It took me like a few months to really detox, because it's a detox. You need to do a detox. You're intoxicated with nonsense. That's what happened to us. We're all intoxicated with nonsense. So it's to detox. It's hard for sure. You look at someone who's addicted to some substance. Just go with it. Just ask an alcoholic to go detox. It's very hard. But it's the same thing with the nonsense you're watching on TV. Same thing. It's full of nonsense and you're addicted to it. So it's just to unplug, do your detox. If you, and this one, you don't need to go anywhere. You just need to get rid of the box. Get rid of the box and you'll start your detox. You don't need to go into a detox center or anything like that. Bring your ass elsewhere than other than in your home. You're gonna feel even more home without intruders in your house, because these people intrude in your house like to show you stuff that you don't even need. Yes, disconnect and learn, for sure. Francis Pope, coincidence, maybe not. Yeah. I love the book of James, great book for humans. But I don't know. I don't, books and stuff, it's good to read. It's good to, all that stuff. Yeah, for sure. The mental detox is not so hard. No, it's not so hard. The mental detox is not so hard. I personally, I don't, there's nothing I find really hard here in this process, because I wasn't really addicted to it. I was watching movies and I wasn't big on I was big on hockey and stuff, on sports. I was big on sports on TV. But even that, I let go. It's fucking nonsense. Like, why do I go to the Bell Center and I encourage a Canadian and something? Why do I waste my time in this? Like, it's all distraction. It all consumed my time. I found it was consuming my time, and I let go of this, especially the professional sports and all the, because I've realized also that all the programming behind it, all the conception of the freaking thing, and you follow the money and you will realize this is all distraction. It's all distraction. So that's why they pay them big money. Why do you think the hockey player, especially just take the hockey player in Canada, I'm talking about what surrounds me. Here it's hockey, and football a bit, and baseball not so much. We used to have the Expos, but they're gone. No more Expos, Mario. Bring back the Expo. That's what people want, to bring back the Expo. But it's all yeah, don't be distract, create your own reality. That's what we should all do, define ourselves. I'm not talking about something very hard. It's just go back to square one, start defining yourself, create something. You must have a passion, a dream, something you love, and then you go from there and you take action each day. And as you take action, the path will become clearer and clearer. But if you want clarity, you need action. If you want clarity, you need action. Okay? That's how the clarity will come in. The more action you take in the direction of your dreams, of your goals, the more clear it will become to you. We have a big veil. It's not everything clear. Everything is confused. Like Mario says, there's lots of confused chat in there. So you got to take action, massive action, and then things start to get clearer. Oh, yeah, this is good for me. This is the good, that's how it did for me the most. And, it's got clear because I ended up here live on YouTube. And I've done at least 1,000 videos before that, just on the side of the river, talking about all kinds of different stuff, just to find myself, I think, or something like that. And then suddenly I was, okay, I'm ready for something else. But it all goes, anyway, you don't have to freak out with waking up. Just take it as it is, and embrace your confusion also. You're going to grow from this. You're gonna grow from this if you're here and never heard about the stuff I'm talking about. If you just log onto my channel, which is possible, don't freak out. Don't freak out. Okay, it's a religion here, and I used to. Oh yeah, you used to watch it too. Eh? Yeah, me too. Hey man, I was there 6-7 times a year at the Bell Center with flags and all kinds of. I was big on this stuff, but I realized it was distraction. That's all it is. All the stuff, the profession, everything is distraction. And it's us also, we're causing, yeah, there might be big pockets, people with big money behind all these distractions. It's very possible. Like there's got to be some kind of money somewhere to keep that alive. But also we are keeping it alive by wanting more and more and more distraction. Like we're less and less of who we are and more distracted. So I think the biggest step forward that humanity will take in any way, it's to let go of distraction. Because and then after talk to each other and be kind to each other. Maybe find some kind of kindness into the madness. Okay, I'm breathing. First, be out depth. You will take control of your day. Yeah, but that's it. There's so much stuff that we also create like this, like just buying stuff on credit and all kinds of stuff like that, and just to keep us. And then after we have to slave to keep it alive, and because we can't let go of material. Yeah, we need to diffuse the confusion to destruct the constructive or illusion, the overlay, yeah, and bring back common sense. That's it. The overlay, that's good. I like Melissa Kemper talks a lot about this. I have a lot of text from her. She put out some good stuff lately too. I was gonna write to her and ask her. She put out the text lately, and I was gonna ask her if I can do it here. I think I'll contact Melissa today. I have a lot of stuff from her here. And she's a great writer. If you want to get in touch with someone who writes wonderful stuff, very awake and very aware, Melissa Kemper on Facebook. Go check her out. I think you know who I'm talking about, right, Mario? Hold on, I had something from her here. I have so many. Okay, here. Mindfulness, Melissa Kemper. Mindfulness. Maybe we should go through this. Bring mindfulness into every single moment of your existence. Every step you take, every moment you make. Can you sense the ripples your motion creates in the waters of consciousness? Or are moving unconsciously without grace? And this creating tidal waves? When you chew your food, are you present to appreciate the flavors and textures? Can you feel the nourishment being provided by nature to your body? Breathe with purpose, move with intention, and feel all that is available to you. Where you place your attention is where your energy will flow to, and thus create experiences that will be in alignment with that focus. The vibration which we are holding will bring forward more experiences that are in resonance with what is currently being felt. Are you focusing on everything that is wrong? In your opinion, thus being in a state of depreciation? Or are you allowing gratitude and the love that you are to flow freely? Thus manifesting more of the same until there is no longer any experience presenting that could have once been judged as less than desirable. You read all her stuff, eh? Yeah, I did too. Don't worry, she's great. She's greater than great. Be mindful of the language you are using, as words have meaning, and meaning creates emotion. You can have two different people observing the same situation, and yet because they choose to use either out loud or in the thoughts used by egoic mind during conversation, internal or external, is not the same. They will have two different experiences. Even better, stay in the space between the thoughts. I like that one. The space in which your natural essence resides, without the need to use words to describe or communicate what is being felt. Profound. What we are experiencing can be felt by those who choose to communicate in the same fashion. There is no need for words, as they are limiting anyway. We each have our own unique frequency. No two of us are identical. However, we still sync up and find resonation with one another after a certain period of time. This is why it is of utmost importance to be mindful of what you are sensing. Consistently feeling the communication from the body as it is the receiver of the vibrations from the surrounding environment, as well as all of creation, allowing the body to express as the healthiest, most grounded, and present version possible in every moment. So that when misaligned frequencies come your way, they cannot and do not affect you. In fact, you are so strong that you alchemize them and bring them into resonance with your own vibrations. Ha ha. Ha ha. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah. This is how we dissolve the overlay, the shit stem, the whatever you call it, the overlay. We allow our natural essence to flow freely in every moment. Be mindful of how we are expressing in every breath, focusing on that which we desire to bring forward more consistently, and learning to communicate without the needs for words. We will effortlessly fall back into alignment with nature, as that is our original blueprint. It takes much energy to keep us hooked into the overlay, constantly distracting us with shiny toys and entertainment that is fleeting. But as we learn to breathe deeply, to be presence itself, all the choices made and the way we allow ourselves to be effortlessly returns us home. The love, joy, and gratitude that is felt in every particle of your beingness is better than anything the overlay can offer, and it is unwavering. May you allow your true essence to leave its signature on every moment your beingness occupies. Powerful. Mindfulness. There was a text from Melissa Kemper. Like I said, you can find her on Facebook. I have another one here. We'll take a little break. I'll read you that one after. This is a game of frequencies. She has great stuff. I love to read her stuff. It's been a while I haven't read it. And it's good to refresh, you know. That's how we've been conditioned and or brainwashed, or call it whatever you want. It's by constantly repeating us some kind of BS, and then it became our reality. So we're gonna brainwash ourselves in another way. Yeah. That's it. Let me check this out. Let's pump up the vibe.
Truman, this is Motivation Academy. Wicked people, them cannot.
Now you should hear. Now you should hear. I don't know. It's that microphone. Maybe is that picking up?
Truman, this is
No, it's not. It's working now.
Wicked people, them cannot conquer.
Let's see if I can change it.
The wicked man I get born, the wicked man I get born. From sunrise till sundown. That's how we not gonna make it.
Test 1 2. Test 1 2. Oh, it's working now, I think.
Tell me where you're gonna run. Wicked when your judgment come. Tell me where you're gonna run. Wicked when your judgment come. Tell me where you're gonna run. Wicked when your judgment come. Ooh, oh, tell me shot people and take it for fun. In the night and in the burning sun. Where you are gonna do it till your judgment come. When you realize there is no way to run, try to figure out that before your back against the wall. 7 time rise, 7 time fall. When the wicked fall, it cannot rise at all. That's how it is. The wicked man judgment come. Tell me where you're gonna run. Wicked when your judgment come. Tell me where you're gonna run. Wicked when your judgment come. Tell me where you're gonna run. Wicked when your judgment come. In a Zion, no wicked man cannot enter. We burn them left, right, and center. I stand up in the Sophie bow. We come here Sophie conquer. No wicked man cannot harbor. In the tabernacle of Jaja, wicked man could have never enter ya. We burn them every day with fire. When the wicked man judgment come, tell me where you're gonna run. Wicked when your judgment come, tell me where you're gonna run. Wicked when your judgment come, there will be no way to run. Wicked when when your judgment comes. Whoa, and that's a true motivator. Yes, we are big bad selector. No boy can conquer Rasta. Cause them ship is going get turned over. In a Rasta harbor, them ship cannot anchor. Can't scare me with your plane and your tanker. Wicked people must get turned over. Can't stand up in front the sides of Jehovah. Yo, every big and we bad and we broad. Kill them a yard and we kill them abroad. No sound boy can't come in a we yard. Have the most upgrade on record. Wicked people that never test me. We protect it by the Almighty. He's always with me over land and sea. When the wicked man judgment comes, there will be no place to run. Wicked when your judgment comes, tell me where you're going around. Wicked when your judgment comes, there will be no place to run. Wicked when your judgment comes. Lord of mercy, hey, we are the baddest thing in town. No one can throw me down. Move on, positive vibration. Yes, we run the radio station. Live and direct. For the people, we have no respect. Them always pushing, play them never push reject. Yes, with the people, them connect. When them judgment come, there will be nowhere to run. Wicked when your judgment come, there will be nowhere to run. Wicked when your judgment come, there will be no place for you to run. Alright, a positive vibration, human motivation, like on direct on the station, all over the world. The people them love the program. They must say them want to hear it every day, because our righteousness and conscious music we play, and from the righteousness we never go astray. Bless up human. Positive vibration, live and direct on the radio station. Culture said that, and you know that we will never flop. Human Motivation Academy, live and direct in Montreal each and every day, 7 a.m. Wicked people in a problem. You don't know. Steve Culture said that. Run your center. All right. So me say this is what I see. Been going on for centuries. Hey, yo, and no one ever seems to care. All I see is people suffering everywhere. People have a lot and yet refuse to share. Oh my gosh, Montreal, it's been going on a long time. It's been going on a long time. It's been going on a long, long time. Yes. It's not since lately. We've been giving good vibe long time. That's how we survive long time. We're going on a long, long time. Yeah. Oh well. It has been going on for months and years and decades and centuries. People belly full while some people are empty. People have enough while some people have plenty. People have no heart, they're just cold and empty. While people suffer everywhere, some people have a lot, yet they refuse to share. All over the world, it's happening everywhere, and no one seems to care. It's been going on a long time. Our motivation has been high long time. It's been going on a long, long time. Yes. It's not since lately. Going live and direct long time. Rasta man not take check long time. It's going on a long, long time. Whoa. It's coming from way back from the days of medieval, when people used to fight against people. They have no heart, they just wicked and evil. All they wanna do is conquer people. They conquer every land and they claim, all just for fortunes and fame. Destroy life to them was just a game, and they claim they did it all in God's name. It's been going on a long time, and we've been rocking Montreal a long time. It's been a long, long time, yes. It's not since lately. Watching wicked people are for a long time. Watch them up against the wall long time. It's been a long, long time, yes. Oh well, them find a way to make guns and bombs that can destroy a nation. Find ways to use computer to replace man. Yet they cannot find a way to end starvation. But when they can do that, that's plaguing the nation. That is a touchy topic, Cause ending poverty is not making them any profit. Anytime it gets to that, them always stop it. That's how it always is. It's been going on a long time. And we've been rocking Montreal a long time. It's going on a long, long time. Yeah. It's not since lately. We've been live and direct long time. Wicked people getting checked long time. It's going on a long, long time. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I just wanna know, when did it start and when will it be? We gotta do something before our days are in. If we don't do nothing, the powers belong to them. So Rasta, I rise up and take matters in my own hand. We're rocking Montreal long time, rocking dance a long time. We're going on a long, long time. It's not since lately, rocking Montreal for a long, long time. No Rasta, no, we got the dance all and cut the stage show. We keep moving fast when Rasta move slow. If them go fast, we move fast.
We go fast. We move faster. Rockin' Montreal. My bro Stevie. Stevie Culture in the house. The Plate Warrior. For real. Real recognize real. This is a game of frequencies I was talking about. Let's check this out. I'm back. This is a game of frequencies. And this, if you didn't notice, that's if you didn't notice, it's a game of frequency. The illusion in which we live is one of a dualistic nature and therefore comprised of opposing vibrations and ideas. Good, bad, light, dark, up, down, love, hate, etc. The way out of this game is through the middle, through the space of neutrality. It is in this space that we are no longer subject to polarities upon which the matrix sustains itself. It is in this space that the vibration of source resides, which is the highest vibrations in existence. One of the easiest ways to raise one's frequency when it is in the lower realms is be mindful of the food one is ingesting. Because no one of us are alike. What is beneficial for one may not be so for another. However, there are certain rules to this game that are written in that if one desires to win and escape the matrix, must be followed. The more in alignment with nature one feeds themselves, the cleaner the body and more balanced its vibration. Realize that there are many foods that are actually detrimental to one's state of being and should not be consumed. Of course, free will allows us to make whatever choices we desire. But if you feel the inner tugging to no longer consume certain items, it would be in your interest to do so. Smoking, alcohol, all forms contain spirits. Drugs, recreational or otherwise, and sugar are not conducive to this process and create chaos in one's vibration. Nor is eating meat. The body does not process animal protein, nor it is required. The body actually produces the proteins it needs when being fed properly, and all macro and micronutrients are in balance. When we consume meat, dead animals, we are consenting to allowing ourselves to be consumed by the matrix. That's profound. There is a process to balancing the body and bringing it gently into its highest and best version. As you eliminate these items from your diet, the desire and cravings from them dissolve, and the old habits are no longer in existence, as you have shifted yourself into a different vibration in which they simply cannot exist. Another very simple way to find grounding and balance is to stop watching the television, movies, and any forms of media. These are forms of energy harvesting called looshing. They pull one out of their center and into any variation of fear. And sometimes the opposing frequency elation. The Super Bowl here in America is a perfect example. So many are unconsciously offering up their source energy to the matrix through engaging in these events, not to mention the quality of food and drinks being ingested is of very low frequency. This is true of any sporting events, concerts, political gathering, protest, etc. Every time there is a mass of people focusing on a single event, there is an enormous amount of power and energy involved. Unfortunately, these events are manipulating the emotions of the observers and harvesting their energy without them even knowing, all under the guise of entertainment or a cause. One of the other things to be aware of is that although we designed and created the framework for this experience before stepping in as the characters we are currently playing, we are also creating while in the game itself. So if we are flooding our awareness with the fear propaganda of the media, all forms, is feeding us, that is exactly what will come to be allow your awareness to only be placed upon those things that your own two eyes can see in your immediate reality. It is a rather genius concept to pipe into one's reality through news, social media, etc. The stories of events, real or fake, but it is all an illusion, that are occurring not immediately in front of the observer so that they become pulled away and into something that is not tangible. Not only it is an harvesting of the energy for the sustaining of the matrix, but it is also creating the very event in another sector of the game. Most know the phrase energy flows where attention goes. Right? Right? Movies and shows are full of images and frequencies the conscious mind is unaware of, and they become embedded within the subconscious and affect the body's energy field. This is why it is called programming. The Disney movies are an easy example of the programming that occurs so quickly. Unless the screen is frozen, it is missed by the conscious mind. There are also screens that flash so quickly that there is no freezing to be found by the common computer, and it is highly technical, but they are there. The actual machines themselves, the television, computer, cell phone, and anything electrical emits frequencies that, if you are not balanced and in alignment with your true essence, create chaos and havoc within the body and one's inner fields of energy. When there is an imbalance in the body's frequency, it expresses in less than whole and complete fashion, and this is what we call illness or disease. May you be mindful of where you are placing your energy, and allow it to be focused on that which you desire to experience and bring forward. May you stop allowing the harvesting of your beautiful source energy for the maintaining of the illusion and begin to consciously create in alignment with your natural essence. For as long as the game itself still is in existence, hello? Remember that intent is everything and more powerful than any aspect of this game, other than the rules themselves. Use your imagination to visual your desires and know that as your frequency rises, it will come to be your experience. May you have fun in this game and allow yourself to enjoy your experience by bringing forward awesome situations that support the raising of the frequencies for all involved. Reside in the space between the thoughts, as that is where source wisdom is found. And may you allow your true essence to leave its signature on every moment your beingness occupies. This is from Melissa Kemper. You can find her on Facebook. Melissa Kemper, she has a lot of great texts like this. She's very, very inspired, for sure. And a great writer. If you want more texts like that, she has all kinds. You can go back through maybe a year, 2 years ago. Maybe she started to write on Facebook. I found her. I started to look at her stuff maybe 2, 3 years ago. I don't know. And I went back into her old Facebook post and I found all kinds of stuff. And that's where I wrote to her. I said, do you mind if I use it here? She said, no, go ahead. Do it. And I got to, there's lots of stuff we have brought with Arthur also on the Truman Show about Melissa and her stuff, her writings. So very good stuff. So time for me to go. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Rise and shine. That's it. Same for me. Dash to get ready to have a little time here. It's all good. What is Jenny reading from? Melissa Kemper on Facebook. Check her out. That's it. And I'll be back. I'll be back tomorrow. Same time. Same time tomorrow at my usual chatting spot. Motivation Academy. Boom! Live and direct. It's Janik, your host. It was a pleasure again. And stay positive. Stay up and in with life. Not down and out. Up and in. And give thanks for life. Each and every day. That's an everyday thing. Do your best. Don't stress. Forget the rest. Stay in action. Wake up with goals. Great goals. And keep your eyes on the prize. Keep your eyes on the prize. You are your own worst enemy. So keep your eyes on the prize, and this way the enemy is like non-existent. And consistent action and focus on your stuff. I mean, you want to focus on Babylon? Focus on actualizing yourself, bringing your dream to life, and raising your vibration, and you're in business, for sure. Thanks, Truman. Big up, Fanny. Red Rose. Everyone, bliss. Boom. He's out. Live and direct. Was Janik, your host. But says I'm gonna be. He's out.